Keenan, can we have any word at all?
Lizard.
Lizard. Thank you, lizard.
If you haven't lived in Florida, then you don't know how lizards can show up anywhere. They will climb up on the walls and climb up onto the ceiling, and you won't even notice they're there.
They have a weird trait I've never seen before. It's something weird they can do, they don't wail. If you hurt them, no, they don't scream or cry. They just cut off their own tail.
Imagine the most annoying little creatures of all, and they're surrounding you all of the time. Whoa, the most annoying little creatures of all, and they're around you at all times.
My name is Larry, I'm a lizard down the street. I'm the kind of lizard that you don't want to meet. I cut off my tail just to freak people out, and the kids, they all scream and shout.
The most annoying creature of all time, and he's around us everywhere. The most annoying creature at all time, and it's like he's always there.
Hey kids, you wanna see me cut my tail off?
No.
You wanna see me cut my arm off?
no.
You wanna see me cut my other leg off?
Hey, no.
You wanna see me pull my eyes out? You wanna see me cut my tongue off? You wanna see me pull some teeth out of my fucking eye?
The most annoying creature at all time, and he's doing things he shouldn't do. The most annoying creature of all times, but what won't he do?
I won't cut off my dick.
Oh, that's it? That's the end of the
I
list?
won't cut off my dick.
He won't cut off his dick.
I'm afraid that it won't grow back. I'm afraid that it won't grow back.
He's the most annoying creature of all time, and he won't even cut off his dick. He's the most annoying creature at all time, but he won't even not super quick. He's the most annoying creature of all time, and he's staring into my soul. He's the most annoying creature of all time, and now I think he's getting bored.
Here goes my head.
No! Welcome everybody to Charm Scene. We never had like a little story in there. I love that. Larry the Lizard. Bro, this is Charm Scene, the most charmingest podcast in all the scene. And what we do are improvised musicals. But before we get to that, we gotta go around the room and you gotta meet everybody. I'm sitting across from the amazingly lizardly, it's Lily Ludwig.
Lizard Ludwig to you.
Hey.
And I'm sitting across from the impossibly scaly. It's Austin Packard.
That's me. And I'm sitting out to the man who loves to lay out in the sun at any time of the day. It's Sam Scheidler on the keys.
That's me.
Gold-blooded to the core. It's Chris Ditton on the drums.
Ditton. But it would not be an episode of Charm Scene without a charming guest, and we have a very special one for this New Year's Eve episode. He is a performer, he is a producer, he is a writer and director.
You may have seen his work on Riff or Lost Realms. It's Keenan
Hey, everybody.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Happy New Year, Keenan.
Happy New Year.
Yeah. We're releasing this on New Year's Eve, but we're recording it way before, so it feels a little weird.
I have a really good feeling about 2025.
Everything's gonna be great.
God. Well, in the spirit of that, let's have some alcohol. We brought a couple bottles of champagne. We're gonna pop one of them right now. You can go ahead and open that one up.
See, we did no prep work, so they still have the foil on them.
Oh yeah, we're gonna give you some ASMR.
Yeah.
We brought some champagne. We're gonna drink some of it right now, all five of us, just to get a little celebration going, get a little
New
loose.
Year's toast.
A little New Year's buzz going.
Just edit around this.
And
this is all gold.
We're just gonna keep riffing.
why don't you take the foil off this one too? And another thing we're gonna do, we've got 2 bottles of champagne actually, so we're gonna kill one right now.
Here we go.
You got it? Okay. Here,
That
in
was
case it
fun.
spills.
Oh yeah, we had no preparation for that.
Yeah, we could have just made a hole in the ceiling. We also, so we're going to drink this one right now. We've got a second bottle of champagne. We're doing a nod to Keenan produced this show in the city called Riff. And a fun element of Riff is that there's a bartender on stage who will give out shots for good behavior. If someone has a really good song or scene or rhyme or just does something clever or terrible, they will be handed a shot. So we're going to do that as well. Each of us has the ability to give out, let's say, one shot, and anyone can. Chris, you're going to have to steal Sam's mic if you're going to give away a shot. Cool?
Or just start hitting everything on the drum.
And I'm not going to even try to make this fair. If we all give our shots to Austin, we're just going to have drunk Austin, which is honestly one of my favorite Austins.
I am down for drunk Austin.
And so after every song, if I'm understanding right, we're going to break character as ourselves,
Yes.
give out drinks, and we'll go right back into the scene.
It doesn't have to be after every song.
Okay.
But when a song is over, that's the time to do it.
Here's the thing: we want to kill both bottles before this episode is over.
That is the goal.
That's the goal of this. So,
Do not.
folks, you're in for a ride, and we encourage you, if you like, to drink along with us.
And also, a good thing to know is alcohol is great for your voice.
It's so good. We're gonna sound so good by the end of
Yes.
this.
It doesn't tighten up
And
the
it's
blood
sweet
vessels.
too, so it's gonna really coat our
Oh,
throats
yeah,
all
yeah,
night.
So let's start with a toast, and then we'll get on with our normal charm scene merriment, everybody.
Ding a ding.
To 2025.
Yay,
2025.
Anything could happen.
Anything can happen.
Cheers.
2025, the improvised musical.
The improvised
If you've
year.
been listening to us, we started this year. So if you've been listening since, what is it, June, July, when we started this? Anyways,
July.
September.
thanks for finishing out our 2024 with us, everybody. You mean
Yeah.
the world to us.
Yeah. So, that's very good. Okay.
That's good.
That's good.
That's
good.
Nom, 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 nom.
Thank you. It's the cheapest one they had at Target.
So, I've never done this with a drink before.
Yay.
Here on Charm Scene, we like to bring our guests in. They're amazing, incredible people from all around the Chicago music improv scene, and Keenan Camp is no exception. He's basically Mr. Music Improv here in
Oh,
Chicago.
that's fair.
Like if I think of a producer in the city, I think of Keenan.
Absolutely. We bonded first over seeing Riff at Annoyance.
That's
That's
true.
kind of so it's very, very cool to have you on the show.
Thank you.
But because this is Charm Scene, we need to hear a little bit more about you and your time as a performer, as a producer, as whatever. Tell us a story from your time in the arts and comedy, whatever that means to you.
Yeah.
We're going to use that, put all of those elements and chat about them a little bit into what I like to call a metaphorical blender.
Woohoo.
I swear in 2025, I'm going to find a new metaphor. That's my resolution. We're going to put them all into a metaphorical blender and pull out the pieces we like. And I'm already umming so much, and I've had one sip of champagne.
We all need to. Sam was laughing at me earlier. You got to lean away from the mic if you're going to burp.
Yeah. We're going to pull out those pieces from that metaphorical blender
Beautiful time.
and use them all as an improvised musical, as inspiration for an improvised musical. So, King,
Yeah.
tell us a story.
Austin is beat red.
This
Well,
episode is
so
going to be 3
embarrassed.
hours
I've had
long.
one sip. This might be a long one. We're not watching the
We'll see how
clock.
we go. I decided I was going to tell one story, but then I'll follow it up with something that'll make it a little sweeter.
Oh.
So back in the day, and before y'all were in the city, there used to be a lovely little place called MCL Chicago, which was which was Music Comedy Live, and it was a lovely little place. It was all music comedy. That was their whole focus. And back in the day, before Riff was Riff, it used to be called Vamp, and
Like vampire.
like vampire, but Vamp and Riff
I
are
bet
basically
Halloween
the
shows were
exact same
easy.
thing. Oh, it was great.
Yeah,
It was great.
yeah.
But also we got confused for a vampire rapper that was also trying to take our
Really?
thing.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Who was trying to go by the name Riff?
No, by Vamp. Yeah. Right. So
He was a vampire named Lost Realms.
so we had Vamp over there before it was Riff, and there's a lovely human being that used to play with Vamp back in the day named Lou Leonardo. If you know anybody that's been around for long enough, they know Lou and love Lou. Lou is one of the kindest, sweetest, most gentlest man I've ever met. And Lou will go hard though in scenes. And Lou and I, during a show once, Lou, I don't know how we got to this. I don't know what the suggestion was, but it turned into Lou playing John Wayne Gacy.
Uh-huh.
and I was one of
Famous
his
serial killer.
famous serial killer,
Chicago
Chicago area
Yeah.
serial
Represent.
killers. Yep. And I played one of his victims, and I was kind of like shackled up against a post, and we had a nice little song.
Oh, like a Beauty and the Beast thing?
Yeah, sure, yeah. And when we were done, another member of the show crew came up to me and said, "Hey, I know that you didn't know this, and I know that Lou didn't know this, and I don't want you to feel bad. But the person we invited to come see the show, like we'd invited a few people, and this person like had a radio show, some other stuff. Won't get into who it is, but turns out that their brother was one of John Wayne Gacy's victims,
Oh,
Oh,
no.
my God.
and left the show obviously because
no.
triggered by the two of us doing a scene.
Yeah.
So that was probably one of the worst times I ever had after a show, was finding that out. Yeah.
Okay, so I actually have a very similar story to that.
Okay.
It's not quite as bad, but it's similar. I was doing an open mic night with a friend of mine. This was way back when I just barely started doing improv stuff. And I was really excited about musical improv. So I was doing an open mic with a friend of mine. And at the end of the like prepared songs we had, I was like, hey, let's do an improvise. Let's just make something up. And so I asked for a suggestion from the audience. It was like in a coffee shop or something. And somebody said chair. And I was like, chair, yeah, that's great. We'll make up a song about a chair. And so I made up this whole song called Two Legs to Stand On. And it was actually pretty good. I was pretty happy. Well, you can maybe guess who I noticed at the very end of the song Two Legs to Stand On was sitting right in front of me. And I completely obliviously did not notice a person in a wheelchair.
Oh.
Just saying this song about how great it is to have two legs to stand on right in front of somebody in a wheelchair without having any idea at all.
That's terrible.
So which do we think is worse?
Well, I want to just quickly epilogue to the story.
Welcome to Sam's scene, everybody.
I left.
This is I love this most you've ever taught. This is great.
Yeah. This is definitely the highest word count I've ever had. I left the coffee shop and I felt so bad that I went back in and I went up to that guy and I was like, hey, I was the guy that just sang that song. I'm so sorry. I didn't see you there. I wasn't thinking about that. And he was like so chill about it. He's like, oh my God, no, not at all. It was fine.
Okay.
So I'm really glad that I did that because otherwise I would have thought my whole rest of my life I really ruined
That's
that guy's
funny.
day.
Yeah.
Also, a lot of people in wheelchairs can stand or walk
That's
a little
true.
bit.
Yeah.
You know?
And a lot of them still have legs.
And they
Yeah.
have senses of humor.
But they can't
Yeah.
stand on
They're still, yeah.
You said you were going to add something that made your story a little sweeter.
Yeah, that was like the darkest part of that MCL time. But just to counter it on another side of like, I guess, where you can make a choice and it kind of ruins someone's day. Or you can do the opposite. And I had an opposite reaction once. A woman came up to me after a show and just told me that she had recently lost her son and hadn't laughed since. And that show was the first time that she had laughed
Oh.
since losing her son.
And her son, a victim of John Wayne Gacy.
No. Oh my God.
But yeah, just like sometimes you win, sometimes you lose.
Well, it's fascinating too because we all get so used to talking about serial killers like almost like they're fiction.
Yeah, it's like
And-
you're so away from it because it's rare that it's going to affect you.
And John Wayne Gacy was what 50, 60 years ago, like not that long ago.
Like
or
the
was it
70s.
less? 70, yeah,
So
yeah.
like 50 years ago.
And like he was the guy who would go to, like L&L, right? The bar over by
Yeah,
L&L's.
he was a regular in Chicago, and there's also
That's Jeffrey Dahmer. That's the Dahmer
Thank
bar.
you, Chris.
That's right.
We are now a true crime podcast.
Crime scene.
No.
Oh.
You've been sitting on that one for a while.
Crime scene.
Yeah, I
Wow.
get super like
Sam
ick.
refused to play it.
I hate when people make serial killers like something like hot or something to like aspire to or whatever.
Yeah.
People making like
Yeah.
fan art of people who just like ruined families and stuff. I'm not a true crime girly. That's just a little something about me.
I understand the fascination, but I knew a guy that collected serial killer memorabilia.
Oh.
And that was I think a line too far
That's
for
a red
me, where
flag.
I was like, he was, and you know what? One of the nicest guys.
Yeah?
One of the just jovial, kind man, but
Huh.
loved like
That's
serial
so
killers.
That's like how Austin,
I
you're
was
like
just thinking,
you're the-
I love this stuff so much.
you're the sweetest dude I've ever met, and you love Stephen King, and everything you read is just horrifying.
I love Stephen King. I've read 55 of his books. My favorite musical is Assassins.
You love playing like GTA and just like shooting people for fun.
Just love shooting pros.
That's just nice. That's just a good time.
Jeez.
That's so interesting.
And you would never know.
A darkness to you.
That's why you're so nice on a day-to-day basis, because you're letting out this.
Yeah,
this
yeah,
I think
yeah,
it's
yeah,
important.
yeah.
I think you need to do that. I think that's why some of the nicest people are into some of the darkest thing. Like if you go to a metal show, they're probably some of the most supportive,
Yeah.
inclusive
Yeah.
True.
people that you could ever meet. And same with like juggalos.
Yeah.
You know
Or-
the picture of the like punk with the spiky jacket letting the little
Yeah.
kid touch the spikes. I think about
That's
that.
nice.
Oh.
Or someday someone's going to listen to this podcast and be like, wow, we should have noticed. We should have known. It's like that,
all went
that
on to be
game show
serial
guy,
killers.
that Anna Kendrick movie that
Oh
that just came out.
yeah.
That like the game show killer
It was
who would
great.
go and like he would go on like the dating game and
He
kill
went
his
on. It
contestants.
was just that one show.
It was just the one. Oh, he
Oh.
was.
just
He
that one
was
time.
just.
He was a serial killer.
I haven't seen the movie.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry,
It's
Anna
pretty good.
Kendrick. I'm so sorry.
It's pretty good.
Is it good?
Yeah.
The movie's good.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
She did a
everybody go
great job.
watch.
It's her, directorial debut, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Well, now we have to do an improvised musical.
Great.
Yes.
I think true crime is such a fun space to play in, but there might be some people who are aware of this.
I don't think that true crime or serial killers are off limits in terms of comedy.
Especially not after all this. No.
no.
And I,
I
think,
just get weirded out by people who idolize them. That's
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
all. What were you going to say, Sam?
I was gonna say there's a fun thing we've never done, which is like a detective or someone trying to solve a crime. We
Okay.
haven't done that. We had a sort of murder mystery.
We had a
but
murder mystery where no one
Yeah.
died.
It was
Yeah.
just a mystery.
That was with Ben
It was
Auction.
just a regular
Yeah.
mystery.
Yeah.
Okay, let's
I
do
think
it.
we need that.
Yeah, I like that.
All right. I got this.
You got
We're doing a detective.
We're going gumshoe, or I'll let
Hey,
you. I'll let you.
Let's figure it out.
Let's
I'll
do
let
it.
you
Let's
fly.
let's close
I
out
don't know what that
2024 with a mystery.
Ooh.
We open on a detective agency.
There's
There stands a detective by a window covered in blinds. The light is coming through. Imagine this in sepia tones, everybody.
I'm picturing the character who's a detective in like the Calvin and Hobbes series. You know, it's film noir-y. There's like a single cigarette in an ashtray with like a thin wisp of smoke trailing up to the ceiling.
Yeah. And he peeks out through the blinds and he looks out at the city and he murmurs to himself, What's going on in that man's head?
Another night in the city. Well, I'm looking at the bottom of a bottle and it ain't looking pretty. There's another woman down on the block I can see from up top. She's selling her wares everywhere and it looks like she's selling to a cop.
In the city, in the dark, dimly lit city. In the city, I said in the city. In the dark, dimly lit city.
I've been plugging away for about 5 years, trying to push away the smoke and the tears. Did she leave me because of my drinking, or did she leave me because of my dark thinking?
In the city, here in the city, things are dark in the city.
I can smell perfume coming from the hallway. Someone's creeping up my way. Is it a dame? Maybe, probably. I'll just sit here and smoke just the same. In the city, my door is always open.
I said in the city, that freaking city. Things are dark, dark, dark. They're getting darker still in the city. Here in the city. Here in the city. In the dark, 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 dark. Oh, it's so friggin' dark.
Knock, 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 we hear at the door. And a dame bursts in.
What's she look like?
Okay. She's got like blonde pin curls. You could tell she like sleeps in pin curls. You know when you like do a little. Anyone read the American Girl books? This is starting
We
to
all
hit me
did
now.
in this room.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It was written for all of us.
Anyways,
Sophie.
okay, like when you take that was such a good guess, and none of them are named
Is there a Michelle?
Oh my God, let me
Sarah,
talk. Are you
Sarah.
drunk already?
I had a champagne.
You had 3 sips. Okay, so she curly blonde hair. She walks in. She's dressed nice. She's dressed like a maybe upper middle class 1940s dame, and she comes in like, oh, Mister, please, I heard you were a private detective. I need your help.
Yes, I'm a private detective, and I can help you out, but I can sense you might be a little too high end for something that I gotta deal with.
Oh, well, the police won't take me serious. I need someone who's going to listen to me.
The police never take you seriously. The police never take me seriously. You know, one time I tried to become a cop.
I just
It just
met
never
you.
happened. Just never worked for me.
Listen, it's the 1940s, and I've just come up with a new phrase. It's called "All cops are bastards."
You know what? I agree with that. All cops are bastards. You could probably shorten that, though, I believe.
Well, we could talk about shortening it all day, but the long and the short of it is that my sister is missing.
Miss, what's your sister's name? And more importantly, what is your name? My name is Detective Shugum.
Detective Shugum. Well, my name is Sophie. You know, an all-American name for a girl.
Oh, yeah, Sophie.
My sister's name is Mary.
Ah, that's weird. Sophie is such a Hebraic name, and Mary is such a Catholic name.
Wow, you're a really good detective. Our stepdad's Jewish.
Ah, I knew it.
Anyway, she's been gone.
Keep going.
Anyway, she's been gone, and I don't know how to get her back. Listen, we haven't always had the best relationship, and our family might have been mixed up in some shady things. That's why the police won't listen to me. But Detective Shugum, you might be my last hope to see Mary alive.
Where was the last time you saw her, Sophie?
Well, I saw her this morning. We both washed up before breakfast, and I went down to put the oatmeal on, and she never came down.
We cut to this morning. The two of them together, it's Sophie and Mary making breakfast. Oh, Sophie, I think I'm gonna go down to the basement and get myself some oatmeal, was it?
Yes, please.
I'll go, and just know, if I don't come back, just know I love you. Just know that you're the only one I've ever cared for. If I don't come back,
You're gonna come back
just know that I love you.
right up the stairs.
And it was definitely murder. Mwah.
What? So anyway, Detective Shugum, that's what happened this morning. She said she was going down to the basement to get some oatmeal, and she never came back up.
And she said, clearly, if she didn't come back up, it was murder.
Right, and I thought that was just kind of silly at the time, but I can't stop thinking about it now. Just a chill goes up and down my spine.
I'm telling you, ma'am, the first thing we've got to do is get back to where you live and look at that basement, but I'm going to need to call in a little bit of help.
Oh, well, sure, whatever. You need anything to get Mary back.
Listen, I need you to meet me, before we go to your place, I need you to meet me at this address, 555 West Street.
Of course.
I'm going to meet a partner there. I think someone that'll help us out. You've got 2 hours.
2 hours to walk to the deli down the street?
No, I just need 2 hours. I've got some other things to do. You just walked in and asked me to perform a job, and I've got a schedule to keep. So 2 hours, I can definitely start work on this. But I have some other things to finish up and some invoices to send out before.
Well, all right. And
Okay.
so Sophie walks out of the room muttering words under her breath. One of them that might have been bastard.
We cut to 555 West Street. There's a man out on the street corner. He's flipping a quarter underneath a street light. When the old grizzled detective Shoegum walks up.
Old Stinkfist.
Well. You'll call me by my Christian name, I see. It's Detective Stinkface to you.
Isn't been detective for a long time. You know that just as well as I do.
Maybe I'm a private eye.
Maybe you're not.
Maybe I'm going to open up my own private eyemanship.
You have absolutely no interest
I
in
could do it.
starting a business.
I could do it. Just to spite you, I'd do
Listen,
it.
I've come here for your help. Now, you're a sneaky son of a bitch.
Damn right. You know how many streetlights I stand under flipping this here quarter? And not a single person's found me yet.
I need you to help me.
Pshaw.
Got a missing girl. Her sister's coming here a little bit later to show us where it is down by where her family lives, her house, her home.
After what happened between us last time?
Listen, I don't bring that up anymore if you don't bring that up.
I can't help but bring it up. I close my eyes and I see it.
I close my eyes and I see her. And I know. You stole her away from me. You stole her away. I've never found love like that to this day. She made me love myself. She made me feel so tall. You took her away from me. That's all.
She didn't want nothing from you. Not one single bit. She didn't like your lifestyle, didn't like your drinking, didn't like all the things you hid. Oh, she didn't want nothing from you. She told me and whispered in my ear. So don't not come telling me what she didn't, 'cause I won't wanna hear.
I want my dog back. My pretty little dog back. When we put her on the ground and said, come here, and you said, come here. I thought her choice was gonna be so clear.
I take her to the vet. She'd never been to one before. I got her heartworm medication. When she talks about you, she just talks about a life full of such frustration.
I want my dog back. I want my dog back. I want my pretty, pretty, pretty little dog back.
You can't have her back. You can't
I've
have your
got no
dog.
one in my life.
You can't have your dog back.
I'll never get married or have a wife.
Well, that's good.
I'll never have any kids. I'll end up down in the skids if I don't get my dog back. I want my dog back.
And handle your dog. You can have your dog back. You can have your dog back. I took her in and I give her a little bit of Scooby snack. You can have your dog back. You can have your dog back. You can have your dog back.
I want to give out my first shot.
Oh, I forgot we were doing this.
We gotta open up a
yeah,
new.
will
We
you
gotta
pop
open
that
up
one
a
open?
new.
Did we kill the first bottle?
Yeah.
We did.
It was 5 of us.
It's five.
Continue.
I want to give out my first shot to Keenan for making a song that was clearly about a woman to be about a dog.
I love that.
Made me laugh a lot.
I also love this
Yes.
Hadestown thing you got going on. I love
I'm more. Boom. Thank you. I'm going for. I think I'm inspired by Tom Waits, like a smoky pool room,
Yes, I'm feeling it.
and yeah.
I also want to give out a shot
Oh, yeah.
to Lily for the Dame voice, which is so
Whoa.
spot on.
Perfect Dame voice.
It's so who's the woman in Annie who plays the girlfriend?
Oh,
of
Lily St. Regis or
yeah.
something?
Yeah.
Oh,
You
it
know-
is Lily. Yeah, Lily.
You know what I was actually channeling was when we did improvised when we did improvised Little Shop. That's like my Audrey
Oh,
voice.
your Audrey voice. Yeah.
Keenan just handed me the bottle, so I guess I get some too.
What for?
You just being supportive.
We have thrown this game away. And to Sam for playing the piano.
No, the band has to earn it.
Band earns it.
Yeah, you have not been pulling your weight.
You have the easiest job.
All right. Meanwhile,
We return to the street corner. The song has ended and the two are just there standing when who should walk up but Sophie herself.
Hold on, Dame got a burp.
Not on the microphone, sweetheart. Say, is this her?
Yeah, this is her.
Oh my god.
Well, it's
I saw her first.
555. Here I am, boys. I heard you two can help me find my missing sister.
Oh, Shoe Gum, how'd you find a woman like this?
She walked into my office.
That's it?
That's it.
I knew I should have been a private eye.
Listen, we can talk about that later, and we can talk about my dog later, and we can talk about anything else later, but right now, I'm on the clock.
So this is you, and this is your partner, and you guys are gonna
We
help
don't
me.
talk, don't. No, he's not my partner.
I am not his partner.
We are not partners.
Okay, well, no need to make homophobic jokes. I just
no,
meant your
not
detective.
that. No.
See, I'd be proud to be that, but I am not that either.
Oh,
No,
wow.
we just didn't do. We have I wouldn't say a working relationship.
Well, if you guys are as good as detecting as you are at backpedaling, we might find my sister yet.
Listen, your sister, how far away is your house?
Like 3 blocks. This whole 2 hours thing really threw me off.
It's a small city.
It is a very small city,
It's-
Grand
you can
Rapids,
see-
Michigan.
My house is that one right there with the mansard roof.
Oh, all right.
But wait a second, that house there?
Wait a minute. Who's your father? Your father is.
My father has nothing to do with this.
No,
Your father may have everything to do with
Your father's Lemony Hufflewick.
of the Hufflewick family fortune.
Wait, are you Sophie Hufflewick?
That's none of your concern. I asked you to help find my sister, not dig into the sins of my father.
Hufflewick.
Hufflewick.
Well, I don't mean to say, but your father's into some messy things. He's got his fingers into a lot of different pots, and
You can see why I didn't go to the cops on this one.
understand they wouldn't have helped you anyway.
I hear he's got a big old basement.
Well, we're all here
There
at
he's
my
got a
house
big
now.
old
You can
basement.
take a look around if you think it'll help.
We see it's a large, like, it takes up an entire city block.
It's very gothic.
It's a very gothic building. There's giant like gates and fences around the whole thing. But it's
couple gargoyles.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
every roof is very pointy.
Very pointy.
Very
Yeah,
pointy.
Everybody knows mansard roofs are very pointy.
Is that what
That's
that
the
word
one
is?
thing the dame said about the house
I thought
is that it
was
has
the
a
Jimmy Kimmel
mansard
show.
roof.
What's a
Mansers? Or was that
mansard?
Rogan?
What?
Mansers?
I think that's the man verse.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Anyway,
Well, anyway, the oatmeal's all cold and congealed from breakfast because once I couldn't think anymore.
no cinnamon.
Who doesn't put cinnamon in there?
Who doesn't put cinnamon in their
What kind of psychopath would do this?
Did you get stopped in the middle?
Well, yes, my
Okay,
sister was
all right,
missing.
wonderful.
I had enough to make one bowl full of oatmeal and not enough for her, so I sent her back down to the basement
Just-
to get some oatmeal.
Just one bowl of oatmeal?
Walk us through your process, if you would.
Okay, so I wake up, out of bed I roll, then I go downstairs and I pick up a bowl and I grab a spoon, and pretty soon you will see a bowl of oatmeal. I send my sister downstairs and she goes too long, and I don't know where she is, so I'm singing a song and then she's gone and I come to this guy. We already said this before, I feel like we're just rehashing when we could be finding my sister. She's gnashing her teeth, waiting for us to find her, and you guys are just dicking around. So I don't think you really want to hear about the grains. We gotta find her, it's the main thing that I'm worried about. Please find Barry. Don't say keep
Tell
going.
us more about the oatmeal.
What?
Tell us more about the oatmeal.
Sir.
Cause this could be a very big deal. Tell us more about the oatmeal. Tell us more about the oatmeal. Cause this could be the
need to tell us any more about the oatmeal.
I was ready.
I was enjoying where that was going.
No. Let's go down to the basement.
Oh, man.
I had a rhyme and everything.
All right, one more time.
Well, my sister, I shake her. We get the bowl of It's Quaker. You know, the guy who kind of looks like a pilgrim on the front?
That guy.
Well, I pour that into a bowl and I add hot water. My sister's missing. She's my father's daughter. And also, sometimes she acts like kind of a mean sister.
Tell us more about the oatmeal.
Is that up about the
oatmeal? Cause I don't think that that's enough, I feel. Tell us more about the oatmeal.
You want to know about the oatmeal?
I want to know about the oatmeal. Cause oatmeal's the only kind of meal. Yeah.
I put cinnamon on it too.
Great.
That's it.
But not on this bowl?
No, because my sister went missing. How many times do I have to say the same thing?
Now, wait a second. Wait a second. No, you keep that.
She went down into...
Come over here. I got a question for you. Did you hear what she said? Did you see what she do? I'm telling you. She's lying about the oatmeal.
She lied about the oatmeal.
She lied about the oatmeal.
Lied about the oatmeal.
She lied about the oatmeal. And I'll tell you how. Let me think this through. She told her sister to go down to the basement to fetch a little oatmeal herself. But if the sister never came up from the basement, then how did she get that oatmeal? Was it right there in the pantry the whole frickin' time? Or did this sister commit the biggest insane crime? Tell us more on the oatmeal.
I think I've got about enough I need.
But I'm telling you, this oatmeal is part of it. You never listen to me.
I think we got enough about the oatmeal. Enough about the oatmeal.
All right.
I appreciate your enthusiasm.
Thank you. That was an aside, by the way.
I already gave out my shot, but I feel like Sam deserves one for that bullshit.
Yay! I'll give Sam one.
Okay, that's for you.
I would
Okay,
like
so
to-
then to round this all out, Chris will have to give one to himself at some point.
Chris is sitting in the sober corner of the room.
Okay, Austin gave one to Sam, Keenan gave one to Austin, I gave one to Keenan, and Sam gave one to me. So
Hold on.
Chris has to give one to
the
himself.
ghost of Del Close, and I'd like to give a drink.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's a lot.
I'm honored.
You don't have to. Yeah, we can still go
Check
around.
that bottle.
Wait,
If you-
top me off first, and then you can chug the
I'm
rest.
not sure.
There could be acid in that.
Don't check the rest. I think now it becomes a wandering bottle of
It's
champagne.
a wandering bottle.
There's only enough for like one other outside of it. I hope this is fun to listen to. I have no idea if it will be.
Oh,
No.
do we want to go down into the basement?
We cut back to the scene. Ma'am?
Yes.
I think we need to see that basement.
Well, come on down then.
She opens the door.
A bat flies out.
I am the knight.
It's finished.
I think that was Batman.
God.
Or a vampire.
It's a finished basement. It's not even creepy. Come on down.
Oh, wow.
There just happened to
Got
be
a
one
real,
bag.
got a real rumpus room down here.
You know, it gets drafty here in Vermont or whatever the fuck
See,
you said.
you got a pool table. You got a bar that says Dad's Bar.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
There's a piano. There's a television.
Do you feel a breeze?
Yeah, there's a bit of a draft down here.
Hold on. Let me feel these.
Well, the house is the size
Feel
of a
these
city
walls.
block. You know, wind comes through it.
Well, that one sounds more hollow than the other.
Push here.
Maybe we should go up and see the bedrooms.
They get up next to each other and they push the wall open.
Oh, gentlemen, would you like some oatmeal? I've got cinnamon. Oh, no. Oh, dear. Oh.
Revealing a cavern.
A cave.
A cave system. A tunnel, if you will.
Well, this is completely unrelated. What was that?
Do you feel like you want to go down?
Oh, I want to go down.
Down in the dark? You want to go down in the dark? I got my flashlight. I turn it on. The watts illuminate our path.
I want to go down.
You
Could
want
you
to
take me down?
follow me down?
Down.
Follow me. Follow me
Take me
down.
down.
Is someone gonna eat me out or not?
We're getting there.
We cut to Lemony Hufflewick. So she's gone? Tell me right now, did you take her or not?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, we took her, didn't we?
Yeah.
Good. Then she won't be any trouble to me no more.
Nope, your daughter is gone.
She's down.
She
Now-
is out of here.
You never even had that down.
Never gonna see her again.
Good. Now, my only worries. Sophie has grown very attached to her older sister in the 22 years they've lived together.
I understand that. I'm attached to my brother.
Yeah, we're attached at the hip.
Did I ask? Did I ask? Answer me that question.
We were born 2 years apart.
Shut
We're
up.
still born connected at the hip. It was a weird time for our mom.
Fuck you. Did I ask?
No.
We got to take out Sophie too, because she's going to be asking questions. She loves that girl, and if she goes to the cops, we are done for. Need I mention the cave in the basement where Batman may or may not be?
Mouse, I got just one question.
Come on, ask it.
You,
Oh, now
proud
you're
of you.
asking questions.
you,
Speak
why,
your
why, if you kill all your kin, well, who's going to take care of you when you're old?
Is it us?
Is it us?
Is it us?
Are we your
Oh,
children? We're sons now. We're new
What?
sons.
Now, hold on.
Put us in the wheel.
Daddy.
Put us in the wheel.
He's a daddy.
That's the kind of talk that gets people fired. And by fired, I mean thrown into a fire.
Oh no.
So I would keep that down if I were the two of yous.
So, how do you want us to do this one?
You don't need to kill her, just like you didn't kill Mary. All I need is for you guys to make them disappear.
Magic. You want us to learn magic?
What?
Magic tricks or Magic the Gathering?
Just get her on a passport to some other country, change her name, dye her hair. I don't care.
That's what we did with the other one, didn't we?
Yeah.
Can we send him to the same country?
I would prefer you
Can we
didn't.
put them together? Give me a little house?
Yeah,
That'd be
they're
nice.
sisters.
Sometimes I dream about living in a little house with
Sometimes
you.
I think about living in a little house with
just
you
the
too.
two of us out in Guatemala.
Silence, imbeciles!
Oh, he's scared.
Make the women disappear.
And
All
then
of
we
them?
see behind them, coming down the stairs into the dungeon, are the two detectives. And they've heard everything. And Sophie.
Wait, hold on. Was he in the cave?
Yeah,
No,
they're,
this is-
Oh,
They're in the
okay.
cave.
they're in the caves.
Okay, okay,
They're in the
okay,
cave.
okay.
This whole time they've
The
been
cave
in the
that I just mentioned before. Cool.
I heard everything that they were saying.
Yeah.
Well, now who are you two?
My name's Detective Shoegum,
And my name's Detective Stink.
and that's your Stinkface.
No!
Hey,
No.
he shoots Detective Stink.
We see the Liberty Humblewick that shot Detective Stink. And he falls into Detective Shoegum's arms. Hey, take care of the dog. She's your dog now.
She was always my dog.
She's your dog now. You can have her back because I am no longer capable of taking care of her.
No, you're dying. Hey, listen. What? Before you go,
Yeah?
I just want to tell you something.
What's that?
You know how earlier I said we were more like, it was like a work relationship?
Yeah.
I consider you more of an acquaintance.
Can I tell you something before I go?
Please do.
Back when I was trying to find out more about that oatmeal.
Yeah. That was a weird tangent.
You see, it all was a metaphor for me. Because I was really trying to find out more about you. Really trying to find out more about you.
Who?
Trying to find out more about
Who?
Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done. Hey, you just shot my friend. Your daughter heard everything else you're gonna say too. You're gonna try to ship her off with magic and these two little trolls.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
Yes. And I'm gonna ship you two too if you don't get off of my property.
Sophie, what do you want me to do? My friend's dead,
Oh my God, my terrible father.
and your father wants you gone.
I knew I was gonna find him down here. That's why I didn't want you guys to blow the hole in the wall.
You should have a talk with your father.
Okay. Asshole.
Daddy, how could you do such a thing? Well, you two have been troubling me since you've been born.
Oh, but Daddy, we were just children.
You know I hated your mother more than
Sounds like
anything
a great
else. Shut up, trolls. If you're going to pimp me out, let me do it.
just sing a little backup.
Shut up. Oh, I got to sing it too?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a family
affair.
It's a family affair. We don't need anybody else. If I'm gonna deal with my daughter, then you know I'm gonna do it myself.
Oh, Daddy, please. She was my sister. I loved her so much. How could you send her away? How could you ignore her love?
Well, she never loved me. I know you never loved me. You only loved another. The only person you two ever loved was your mother.
Yeah, and she died too, under mysterious circumstances. And then our lives were sad. We never got to go to any more dances.
Well, I did that on purpose because I don't like women. And if you think you're gonna win me over, that is against the stream, swimming like a salmon. I'm never gonna love you, so get out of my country.
Oh, Dad, how could you do this? We loved you too, oh, honey. Oh, we tried to be good daughters. We tried to make you care.
Yeah, that was never gonna happen.
Oh, Daddy, that's not fair.
Now someone do a chorus.
It's a family affair. It's a family affair.
My brother, we all care.
It's a family affair.
Well, honey, I tried to make your sister Mary disappear. But to your shock and surprise, you'll find that she's also right here.
Yeah, it's me, Mary. I've been here all along. I'm glad I finally got to join in this weird fucked up song. Oh, Mary, I missed you. You've been here the whole time. I've been out talking to detectives to solve this crime.
Well, you've been talking to a detective. Yeah, oh, hon, I shot one of them in the face, so now there's only one.
It's a family affair. It's a family affair. My brother, together we do not care. It's a family affair. It's a family affair. For those of us outside the family, we are largely unaware.
So can I come back now? I'm not shipped away. I get to come out of the basement and live another day. Oh, my sister, I missed you. I can't believe it's real. It might be cold, but upstairs for you, there's still oatmeal. It's a family affair. It's a family affair.
It's a family affair.
my acquaintance.
Yeah.
And we see that Detective Shoegum has pulled out a gun.
I don't take kindly to people that shoot acquaintances.
You're
or
in
friends.
my house.
I'm underground. Doesn't count.
Underground.
Hey!
Oh, no! In the big, I'm picturing him like an oil tycoon. He hits the ground, and the daughters rush around him.
Oh, Daddy, I can't believe they shot him. I can.
Oh, Daddy!
Oh, no, not my daddy. Not my new daddy.
Who the hell are you two?
We're homunculi created by your father.
Okay, so like imagine that you had two brothers and they were joined at the hip.
And one of them was hanging out okay.
What were you gonna say?
Just hanging out for like 2 years.
Like hanging out.
Yeah, you know, hanging out.
Uh-oh.
They tried to ship me away. They tried to send me to another country. They're not our brothers. They're just as evil as Daddy.
Well, we only do what Daddy says.
We just did it. We were just following orders.
Well, Daddy's gone.
So who's in charge?
Who will tell us what to do?
We will.
Sister?
First thing you can do, seal up this tunnel so no one ever enters it again. Me and my sister are leaving. We can't live in this auspicious house with a pointy mansard roof that takes up a whole block.
Where are you going?
Where will you go?
Can we come?
No, you need to go far, far away. I never want to see you two ever again, you little freaks.
If only there was a nice, strong man we could work for.
Hey. Listen, I know I just shot your dad.
Yeah, you did.
But if you need a new dad,
I do.
I could use I could use some new acquaintances.
Yeah.
Why don't you both stand on each other's shoulders and put on my acquaintances' clothes?
Okay, we're attached at the hip, so that's difficult. Here, let me just kind of lay on my side.
One of you put on the pants, one of you put on the shirt.
And you can be on your
yeah,
side.
So you put on your shirt. And, okay.
Okay, wait. So, am I wearing the pants or the shirt?
I'm gonna wear the shirt.
I'm gonna wear half the shirt.
Okay.
Okay. And you will.
You guys look great.
You mean?
Hey, flip this coin.
Ding. Like that?
Oh, his
Perfect.
quarter.
Hey, you don't happen to have a dog we can take care of, do you?
This is the best day of my life.
What the hell is happening?
I think we've just made a new family.
You know what? You guys can have the house. Me and my sister are getting out of here.
Really?
Yes. I never want to see this horrid place again.
You know what? I've always wanted to make a detective school.
Yeah?
I think you two might be my first students.
We can be the first.
We can be the first.
We can be the first. We can be the first. We can be the first. We can be the first. We can be the first. To think that I was just the second one to come after you.
To think that you was the first one to come before you.
But now together,
We're
we can be the
gonna
first. We can be the 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 first.
I've got my book bags, I got everything that I need for school. I've got my brother, I've got my dad, this guy is dead, that's cool. I'm gonna learn how to find the clues, how to make it work. And I'm gonna go and find those clues and turn into a jerk. I'm
We can
gonna
be the first. We can 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 be the first. But what about you?
Oh, sister, yes, sister, I think I have a plan. We can leave this town, 'cause we don't need a man. Oh, yes, we could, and here's how it will go down. I know no one in our family has ever lived outside this town, but we can be the first.
We can be the first.
We can be the first.
We can be the first. The first. The first. The first. The first.
We can be the first.
They can be the first. They can be the first. They can be the first. And watch as a dog it runs down the tunnel.
I've missed you so much. He took me to the vet and I hate the doctor. Please let my tumors grow.
Well, there's never been a real family in this house, but you could be the first. 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 We could be the first. We could be the first.
Not the second, not the third, not the fourth, the fifth, the sixth, the seventh, the eighth, the ninth, not the 10th, not the 11th, not the 12th, not the 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th.
We could be the first.
Yeah!
Good Lord.
Oh my God. Has it ever
Hooray.
gone off the rails and yet been so fucking
I
good?
was
found it.
I was so worried the champagne gimmick wouldn't work and we would all be too sober. And
I think it worked.
I think it worked.
I think it worked.
That would be a first. Wow.
Awesome.
Honestly,
Oh my gosh.
we've done wilder shows.
That was beautiful.
Yeah.
Guys, what a way to finish out the year.
How's the bottle?
It's
I think
there's
it's
one left.
done.
There's one
Did
left.
we kill it? Hey,
Well,
we,
here-
we can have a little
bit
Hold
for
on,
everyone.
or we could have a little bit for everyone.
Oh.
Or we do this bit at the end of the episode where we give our guests the chance to give somebody one more song, one more solo.
Yeah.
So you could hand out a shot as well as the song,
Okay, so
and you
what
can
I
give
would-
it to yourself.
What I would like to do, because honestly, I think Austin and I steamrolled a lot
A little
with
bit.
our little homunculi.
We really latched onto those
we really
characters.
latched onto that. So what I would love is I would love
Another song of the homunculi.
Give me the first.
I would love
could be the last.
a full on, like, I would love maybe if you want to take this inspiration, a Disney villain-esque song for Lemony Hufflewick.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I would love to know a little bit more, about the evil doings.
Does that mean I get the last drink as well?
that's all you.
I think I
yeah.
needed the
And
least.
we won't sing at all.
Okay. I liked also how you pimped me into singing a song of two people at once.
Yes,
Did you
I'm
like
sorry.
how I added a third person into that
That was
just for
beautiful.
fun?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's great.
I appreciate
All right,
that.
a Disney villain, Lemony Hufflewick. Hold on, I want them
slam
to
that.
hear
No,
this.
yeah.
I'm gonna just drink from the
Oh,
bottle
drink
now.
from the
Straight from the bottle.
Whoa. Happy New Year,
Ready?
everybody.
The bottle.
It's so empty that it's too low for it to work.
Here we go. Yay. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. No,
Can you hear this? Hold on. It's so.
you got to open up the throat hole.
What?
Yay. We stopped. What a fascinating moment for a podcast.
Maybe it's ghost to say, but for us it's December 4th, so this is fucking nuts. Like I'm just getting drunk on a Wednesday night is what's
Recorded
happening.
this so early.
I got
I
my
just
weed
wanna
pen
say-
too if we want to go real hard.
Maybe this is
No.
gauche for me to say, but y'all are lightweights to have two glasses of
Sam's
champagne
fine.
and be drunk on it.
I think it's also the joy of having friends around makes you a little
Yeah.
extra drunk.
Yeah, that's true. We're feeling silly.
I also left.
And
my
I didn't
water
eat
on.
well today.
Keep vamping while I finish this.
Yeah.
Or riffing.
Well,
Oh.
Follow
I do
at
like-
Riff Improv.
I do like that the audience gets to see this more off the cuff version of all of us.
Yeah. This is a little treat for the end of the year.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
nice. I think it's good. It's
Yeah.
good. Give.
Who would have thought Keenan showed up and got us all drunk?
Who could have seen it coming?
I am serious about doing a high show for 420. I think that would be fun.
I would love to. Can I come back for that? Can I claim? Can I claim?
We'll see.
Can I just be your guest for whenever you do?
If, you know what,
inebriated
Keenan?
shows?
If you supplied the weed, then
I will.
yes.
I will supply you. I will bring the weed.
Okay,
Think it's done. I
I
think
like
it's set.
gummies. If you bring
like
gummies,
gummies?
you can do whatever episode you
Austin,
want.
what do you like?
I don't know. You think I'm a lightweight with this? Oh, no.
Oh,
Austin can handle like 5 milligrams of gummies. Is this
Okay.
going to get taken off Spotify?
Hi, Mom.
no.
All right.
No. They were just talking about.
I mean,
gummies.
I've never had weed gummies, but I would love to try. How's your commute, Mom?
What up?
What up, Mom? All right. So what do we do? We're doing a
Okay,
song.
wait. I gotta do a
let
song.
me get off over
What?
this.
Our clock went off. I don't even know what time we're at
It's-
right now.
We're over. This is gonna be a little bit longer, but actually not too far.
Oh, that's fine. We're at minute 58. We
Hey.
usually go about an hour.
Hey, sing a song.
Okay.
This is Lemony Hufflewick.
Here we go.
You may have had a father, and he may have been a dick, but was he ever so bad as Lemony Hufflewick? He is as needling as needles like a prick. Have you ever met a dad as bad as Lemony Hufflewick? Yeah, he has 2 daughters, but he doesn't care about them one bit. He shuts them all down in the hole in his basement, and he doesn't care about them, and there is so much proof. Just look all over the house that is under a mansard roof. Oh, you may have heard of heroes like John Wick, but have you ever heard of an anti-hero named Lemony Hufflewick? He is bad to the bone. You might say he is sick. Have you ever met a guy as bad as Lemony Hufflewick? And you might think, was this guy given his name this terrible name at birth? And the answer is no. He's a really fun guy. He is filled with so much mirth. He's a really bad father and a bad businessman to boot. And he wanted to name himself after the most sour-tasting fruit. Yeah, you may have heard of some guy, of any father you won't pick, a really mean guy named Lemony Hufflewick. How long can I keep it going with this weird-ass gimmick?
didn't sing along at all.
No, I
Thank
didn't know
you.
where. You just had it. You had it.
That was
Feminist
you had it.
podcast
That was-
charm scene.
Lemony
Yeah.
Huffle sick.
Thank you.
Oh.
That would have hit so much harder if I didn't just
Man.
use that rhyme in the song. I had more.
Yeah.
I was
yeah.
like, Sam's gonna be a mean and make me
I
do another
wish
verse.
Austin was more lemony huffle quick.
Oh!
Too bad I'm so Lemony Huffle thick.
You know, happy friggin' New Year, everybody. Maybe.
That was the last song of 2024.
Wow.
That's
Well,
weird.
I hope you guys had at least 10% as much fun as we had recording this.
Well, now you can turn off the podcast that you've all been listening to together with your friends at your New Year's Eve party.
Yeah,
and just
yeah.
spend time with your friends.
Yeah, but real quick, before you do, what, Keenan?
I don't know. Do we want to do a countdown? If you want.
All right,
We should.
Yeah.
All right, put us. If somebody figure out the time of if you start the podcast at a certain time around 11 o'clock.
Oh my
Yep.
god.
Now, here comes the countdown. Ready?
Yeah.
5,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year! Guys,
Time that perfectly.
I am sitting across from the ball drop himself is Awesome Packard.
and I am sitting across from Baby New Year herself. It's Lily Ludwig.
Ringing in the new year with his nice piano. It's Sam Scheidler. Happy New Year.
And he can drum. It's the amazing, incredible. It's Chris Ditton.
Good one.
Yeah! But we could not have done it. There was no one better to close out 2024 than Mr. Music Improv himself. It's the fantastic, it's the amazing, the
Keenan Camp.
Hey, thank you so much for having me. You two are the best, and
Yeah, we are.
I'm big fans of y'all. I'm so glad I met you, and Sam too, and Chris, you're pretty good too.
Us
I'm having a great time. Y'all are good. I'm excited for 2025.
Us too. Honestly, I don't think this podcast would exist without Riff and Lost Realms. I really don't.
Fucking A.
Because that's
Great.
kind of how we started. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
how I
how
met
we
you
really
guys.
got
You
to
know
work with
what?
Sam. Yeah.
I've always said that if I, and this is a very serious thing, is if I've never done anything, if I never do anything in my life, I know that I've at least brought people together with some of the shows that I've done, and
Yeah.
I've created good friendships with those, and I feel like that's an important thing that we don't always think about when we create shows and when we bring people on. It's like we're also building connections and we're building like little families.
Truly, Austin and I liked watching Riff, and so we would go do that sometimes. And then, like a month or two later, the music improv classes at Annoyance opened back up, and we started doing that together. And that's how we really started like spending time together. So that's crazy.
Wow.
Cute.
Aw.
Cute.
Aw, so
Fucking
Keenan,
cute.
if some of our listeners out there want to join this community, where can they find you to find out what's coming next?
I mean, you can look all over the place. I teach randomly here and there. I think in the new year, I'm going to be doing my genres class again over
Great.
at
Love it.
Annoyance.
Oh, we took that class. We loved it.
Our Chicago listeners, go take that class. It's so good.
Music, improv styles, and genres at Annoyance.
Yes.
If you're looking for like an advanced music improv thing, something to really get you thinking about it in a different way, go to Keenan.
Also, this is the class that like got me into ska. I just like listening
pick it up,
to
pick it up.
All right, Lisa. We
Yeah,
gotta
so
do a
that's
ska
coming, and then
musical.
Yeah.
Lost
We're-
Realms is over at Otherworld Theater,
Yeah.
and it's got a great cast of wonderful people. And then Riff is hopefully going to be coming back in 2025.
Please.
Maybe a little tweaked. We might I might be trying to put some actual bands in the show and have it be
Whoa.
Yeah, suck it, Sam.
a little no, I mean just extra. So
Oh,
having
cool.
like us do a show and then a band plays for a half
fuck
hour.
Oh, yeah.
That's
That's
cool.
great.
Get some horns.
So
we
it
can
might
do
be
ska.
a full ass music party.
You heard it. You heard it here
Yeah,
first.
so
That's
we'll
right
see.
here on
Fine.
Charm.
Fingers
Sam
crossed.
Scheidler is still in my phone as Sam Riff MD.
That's right.
Yeah,
And that's how I introduce myself to most people.
Yeah.
Proper.
Well, Keenan, thank you so much for joining us. This has been so fun. I hope we all have a fantastic 2025, and I hope you have a fantastic 2025. But more important than any of us having a good time is that we all follow Charm Scene on Instagram. That's
Amen.
At Charm Scene Pod. Please tell your friends, spread the good word of Charm Scene. We got a ton of great stuff coming in 2025. Little secrets we can't even talk about yet. Woo! I don't know why I'm saying that.
Austin's pregnant.
I'm pregnant. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you had a good 2024. And hey, we're going to get through 2025 and the rest together.
We're going to do it by laughing, so
hey,
stick around.
Find your community and find your charm seed.
All right.
Aww. New episodes every Tuesday. Thank you all so much for listening, and until next time.
You just got charmed.